And we are live. Coin Vigilante podcast. I haven't done a live stream since I think last week or 2 weeks ago. Um, Guys, thank you for watching. Coin Vigilante team, as I call it. Guys, we have less than 3 days. Less than 3 days to get your Bitcoin and Litecoin watch. I've been shilling it away for the past 30 days. That's how long the campaign is on Kickstarter that I set. You've seen post after post after picture after comment, whatever, with Coin Vigilante watches and Bitcoin and Litecoin. And there's a reason for that, guys. I've been working on these watches for the past 2 years. So to me, this is a good excuse. These 30 days, these last 3 days, I'm gonna be shilling away. Um, this is what I worked on, and I said it a couple times ago. I quit my master's degree about 2 years ago to learn how to actually do a business. I didn't feel like a master's degree at my university was doing me any good. Um, Nothing that I was doing seemed to be a little bit useful to me. And so I decided I wanted to create something. I had a light bulb moment, for some of you guys who haven't seen or don't understand why I created the watches. I had a light bulb moment where I realized that the current system does not work for us and it does not respect our time. Time and money, two of the most important things in this life that are oftentimes the least appreciated. How are they working together? Both of them complement each other. And let me explain how. The current system, we work 9 to 5. We wake up early, we go to work, we don't have a lot of time to see our family when we come back from work, we sweat, we put effort, we do all these things to put money on the table. That money sits in a bank. Okay. Well, when we work this 9 to 5, we get paid in dollars, dying fiat currency that year after year after year continues to get devalued to save the top 1% and top 10% at the expense of the bottom 50%, which is me and a lot of people watching right now. Inflation hits hard. It actually just came out that 6.2% is the inflation rate. It's probably much higher for October. Guys, the current government and the current system and the fiat system that we live in does not respect your time, my time. That 9 to 5 is time, guys, that we spend. That's the majority of the day that we spend to make a living, to put money on the table. And that money that we get is fiat, is not respected. That money is inflated away by printing trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars, pumping the stock market, pumping assets, and pumping assets which the top 1% hold about more than 50% of all assets. The bottom 50% hold less than 5% of all assets. So they're saving Wall Street and the big boys at the expense of the American people. That is the reality of it. That's a light bulb moment that happened to me. On the other side of the story, we have money. We have Bitcoin and Litecoin who are scarce, decentralized. They're not controlled by a single government, by a single entity, by a single Federal Reserve who can devalue your money away by printing trillions of dollars. Scarce, reliable, and time tested. These two coins, Litecoin just turned 10 years old. Bitcoin's even older. And they have managed to offer the future of money for people, the escape out of the rigged system. I wanted to create something that would signify the importance of that, the importance of sound money, something that represents that. To me, every single person who wears the Litecoin watch and the Bitcoin watch is a person out there who respects time and has the appreciation for money. That is something important. And so I wanted to make that every single detail of the Coin Vigilante watches, of the Bitcoin and Litecoin watch, was designed by me. As I said, when I quit my master's, I just got literally on YouTube. I was figuring out, how do I design a watch? I learned how to do it in Adobe Illustrator, a bunch of software. Every single thing that you see was made by me. And, I've actually, when I was looking for a manufacturer, who would be able to do what I wanted, almost every manufacturer out there had everything pre-made. everything pre-made. And so to me, that wasn't working out. So to me, that wasn't authentic enough. And I wanted something to be authentic. And so I made everything. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Guys, look at this. Number one, this is amazing. Okay. So our funding goal was $25,000 and we reached that. And right now we're sitting at around $68,000 with 158 backers. That is 158 people who value time, who respect money, sound money. Those are backers who made this project possible. And so that's insane. But I'm going to scroll down. So this is where you can see all of this. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of it so you guys can see where I wrote my little portion where I designed all of this. Hold on, give me a second. Internet's slow here. All right. A dream come true. So that is me, you know, you can see the crackers and everything right there. I mean, I designed the watches, everything. I didn't take as many pictures as I should have. But here are some of the designs that I did. You can see very small, all the details that I was looking for listed. I was pointing to every single detail, you know, whether it was a hand of the subdial, the inner ring of the subdials, the colors, the Litecoin blue color, the Bitcoin orange color, the size, everything, the crown, the case back, everything was done by me to try to represent the elegance of sound money in these watches. And so here you can see the mock-up. This is when I got the watches early on. These are all the watches that went to a lot of the people that I interviewed in my podcast. I wanted to, as you saw, John Kim's wearing one, Johnny Litecoin's wearing one, Bitcoin Ben, Mistine Crypto, Litecoin Lisa, all these people, amazing people who have supported from the beginning Coin Vigilante with the podcast and now the watches. And so every single watch right there are the very beginning ones that I got, and I sent them out to that's when I shipped them out. And so that's just a quick, you know, preview. Here are some of the proud owners who have worn the Bitcoin and Litecoin watch. So John Kim, the one and only. And again, you can go to the Kickstarter page and check it out. I mean, who else but the Litecoin evangelist to wear this Litecoin watch? I mean, this is really cool stuff. We've had a lot of support from a lot of people. And every contribution, every pledge, no matter how big or small, is playing a big role in making this a reality. You know, it's pretty hard to, you know, see something that was coming from a very far-fetched idea, quitting a master's degree and just, you know, designing a watch and learning it from YouTube, to actually seeing 158 people buying these watches and all these people supporting it. We got Mistine Crypto here. We got Litecoin Lisa. We got Briefit Dance. We got Rebecca White. You know, it's just a lot of support. And so it does mean a lot to me. And that's why, you know, I'm doing this live stream. So number one, if you don't know who I am, if you don't know what we're doing, this is what's happening. And so, you know, that's where we're at. And, you know, it's going to be interesting, you know, and I've announced for every person who buys this watch, you're joining the Coin Vigilante team. You're joining a community, a network. This is what it's all about. And let me explain how. For example, one of the things that we announced recently is for every person who buys a watch, your watch will literally be a ticket to enter private and exclusive Coin Vigilante shows and podcasts with special guests. Okay? Another thing, we're going to do physical meetups where your ticket to enter will be a Coin Vigilante watch, Bitcoin or Litecoin. Things are going to get crazy. Another announcement that I guess I can just talk about now is we are making a newsletter where we're going to charge, I don't know, $5, $10 a month for all the people and all the backers who back their project and are buying a watch. You're going to have a 6-month free subscription. And then later on, if you want to decide to pay, you do. It just whatever. If you like it, go ahead. If you don't, leave. You're not going to be forced into doing anything. So again, you get exclusive access. We have Patricia, who is a very, very knowledgeable classical chartist, gets everything, almost everything right every time she makes a call. trading wise, all of these things. We're going to do a newsletter. We already have about 100 people in the newsletter, so we're going to keep growing it. And more is going to come. The money that we get from this Kickstarter, remember, this is not money that I'm asking someone and I'm borrowing it. I'm not asking for people's money. The money that you put in here will be rewarded by giving you a high quality Bitcoin or Litecoin watch, among many other benefits and exclusive benefits. And so you're becoming part of a team, you're becoming part of a network. We're going to keep growing it. And the money will also help fund future projects for Coin Vigilante. The next watch that we are working on, the next luxurious timepiece, is going to be crazy. I actually want to tell you what we're working on, but I can't. And it's going to be nuts. There's going to be more things to it. There's going to be more features. It's going to be more of an actual Bitcoin and Litecoin watch. But again, thanks to all these contributions, thanks to the people who are, contributing in the Kickstarter, we're going to get to that point. So, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. And I also want to talk about Litecoin, Bitcoin. Guys, are we seeing what's going on with Litecoin here? A couple weeks ago, you could have bought Litecoin at $120. I mean, you could have more than doubled your money in a couple weeks. And we've been talking about it. I've been talking about it. Crypto Burb has been talking about it. At least believe him. If you're not going to believe me, believe him. There's a lot of things going on for Litecoin. And I made a video recently. It took one man to send Dogecoin to the moon. It's going to be the whole world who sends Litecoin to the moon. Litecoin is everywhere, and it has been working behind the scenes to position itself for greatness and worldwide adoption. We see it in PayPal. We see it in Venmo. We see it with the biggest bank in Australia adding Litecoin. We see it with the 5th largest bank in the United States adding Litecoin. We see it with Grayscale adding Litecoin. There are so many businesses. And now with PayPal integrating Litecoin, millions, and I'm talking dozens of millions of merchants worldwide will be able to accept Litecoin directly. How crazy is that? Does Dogecoin have that? Does Shiba Coin have that? Right now, they're trendy. And I don't have anything against those. But you have to distinguish between very strong fundamental coins and trendy coins. And Litecoin is a strong fundamental coin, just like Bitcoin. Bitcoin's king. Litecoin is the future of money for payments. Okay? Hand in hand. I'm a true believer of both. And what's coming for Litecoin is incredible. Because if you look at all the charts, it's all about cycles. And we see that the last quarter of the bull run, and who knows, maybe it's not the last quarter, but around this time, if you look at 2017, even if you go back even further, Litecoin, when it moves, it goes from a laggard to the fastest horse. We're seeing it right now. And another thing, we're speaking about Litecoin being strong fundamentally, Bitcoin too. Guys, I just made another tweet. If you would have put or traded, I'm reading it right now, your $1,200 stimulus check for Bitcoin back in April 2020 when we get that stimulus check, literally money just printed out of thin air, you now have over $11,000. That is more than 900% increase in your purchasing power. That is literally the definition of a corrupt fiat currency and the current system dying against the world's future of money and store of value. If that is not like a light bulb moment for you, then I don't know what is. The future of money is literally right in front of our eyes. And we are trying to tell you this. I'm trying to tell you this. And you probably know. But there's some people out there, some new people that are buying these other coins with the hope of making it big when they don't realize the importance, the value that Bitcoin brings as a store of value, the value that Litecoin brings as a safe, secure, reliable, and fast method of payment. Litecoin has had 100% uptime. 100% uptime. Have we even heard of any other network company, project, or anything go 100% uptime for 10 years. That is a long time in crypto, guys. A long time in crypto. That is underestimated. And a lot of people just brush it off like it's not important until your network gets hacked, until your transactions don't go through, until you lose your money with another project, even though it was hot for a hot minute. Litecoin and Bitcoin, the strong fundamental coins, will be the ones to last for another 50 years. And that is what people will use day to day. The whole economy will be based off of Bitcoin, off of Litecoin. Some could even say Ethereum. The network effects are growing. The number of users are growing. And again, I'm not telling you guys to put all your eggs in one basket and just completely empty your bank account and put it into Bitcoin or Litecoin. That's not how it works. However, we have to understand that for me, I believe that we are early adopters still. So that's why we see the volatility. And a lot of people get scared with it. And a lot of people do lose money. But if you hold in the long term, it has been proven that Litecoin and Bitcoin are stores of value. Right? 10 years. 10 years. We've seen it. Look at the charts of Litecoin. Litecoin has been trending against the US dollar. Bitcoin has been trending against the US dollar. Holding US dollars is almost like financial suicide. So, volatility is a price you pay for sound money, for free money. Never in the history of this world, of our universe, or of what we know, have we had money that is decentralized. I can literally send right now, with a click of a button, using my Light wallet, I can send $10,000, $100,000, $500 million for pennies, pennies, to someone who lives in another country without no one knowing and without no one saying yes or no. How is that not valuable? How is that network not valuable? How will someone not appreciate that? And people will when they realize it. Right now, oh, this coin's trendy. Oh, this coin, yeah, it's amazing. I'm in this. My coins are in this exchange and this third party who, with the click of a button can completely cancel my account. So many things could happen. But Bitcoin and Litecoin, it's a ticking time bomb where when it explodes, people realize, oh yeah, I should have been in Litecoin. I should have been in Bitcoin. That's what people are not understanding yet. That's what people are slowly waking up into. And you know who the people that really get Bitcoin and Litecoin and decentralized cryptocurrencies are? People in Africa, people in South America, people in, I don't know, Middle East, some Asian countries here and there. Why? Because they have experienced the actual consequences of irresponsible monetary policy and irresponsible fiscal policy. Corrupt politicians, corrupt fiat system, where they have had hyperinflation, thousands and thousands of percentages of inflation, where you literally have to bring a whole bag of cash to buy a pair of scissors. That is how inflation hits. And I'm not kidding. It's gotten to the point, to the point in Venezuela where people were buying fiat cash to warm themselves. That hasn't happened in, let's say, first world countries yet. So we're comfortable. We just look at what the trendy coin is because we can make more money. That's cool, right? Until inflation hits. Until hyperinflation hits, which hasn't hit us for a while. And it has, actually. But not in regular, like, it just hides very well. And in the United States, we're pretty good economically compared to many countries, to where we don't realize it. And we're comfortable and we are secure because we have an army that backs the government and an army that backs the fiat system that we have, until all of a sudden the system collapses or it gets tougher. And then people start realizing, I wonder why my food keeps getting more expensive. Oh my gosh, I'm going to the grocery and my 3 pounds of meat is like through the roof. Well, no shit, Sherlock. That's what's happening. That's what's happening all across the country, except we're the last ones to find out. Because we're Rome. We're the Roman Empire until we're not. And so Bitcoin and Litecoin offer this solution, this escape. So, I'm ranting about this. Number one, because I can. Two, because it's important. It's important that we realize that. And I'm not saying I'm an expert or this or that or whatever. This is not financial advice. Take this information however you can and however you want. But this is where the world is moving into. And you don't want to be the last one to jump on board. Put 5%, 10%, even 1% of your portfolio into Bitcoin and Litecoin and look at it outperform everything else that you have. So many people have, especially the bottom 50%, almost everything that they make in a bank account. You know what a bank account does? You know what a bank does? It's just a bunch of numbers that they print on a screen, and that's it. They don't have the money. They don't have the money. It's all when you transfer money to another bank, they just click 00, whatever, $100, boom, they send it to another person. That's it. It's not real money. It is all fake. It is not backed by anything, unlike Bitcoin and Litecoin. Leaving that aside, that money, what they do with it is, number one, they give you 0.0001% interest on the money that you have, and they make 10% interest, 15% interest on the money that is yours. The money that you put in the bank, they use it to lend it out to other people to make money. They understand how the system works. They understand that inflation is hitting hard. They understand that with your money that's yours, they can do anything they want and reap the benefits of about 9 to 5 that you have. At 9 to 5, remember, it goes back to that time. Back to that time. The government does not put your interest above theirs. Neither does the bank. We've seen it over and over again. You work hard, you put your money in there, they lend it out. And then if you want to withdraw $5,000, the limit's only $2,500. Or you have to pay a $50 fee. Oh, wait, you want to send $10,000 to a family member in Mexico? You got to come in the bank, sign a bunch of papers, tell us why you're sending it, telling us who you're sending it to, and charging me a $50 wire transfer fee or some BS like that. Oh, I need to ask for permission to move my own money. That's the current system we're living in, guys. And luckily, Satoshi Nakamoto came by and solved this problem. Luckily, we have people like Litecoin Foundation, who's pushing to use Litecoin as a payment method. We are genuinely pioneers in the new system and in the new financial system that brings freedom to people, freedom to you, freedom to me, freedom to all of us. Decentralized. Do we not understand that yet? It was just like when the internet came about. What the internet did back in the day, you would only get your information from a local newspaper, and you wouldn't have any clue of what's happening around the world, really. You would only know what's happening locally. If you wanted to go to a movie, you go to a Blockbuster, all the way there, pick up movies, whatever. If you wanted to have friends or whatever, well, you can't. You have to go physically. You have to be physical. What the internet did is it decentralized access into all that centralized stuff that we had. I'm trying to create this example. It decentralized everything. Netflix decentralized content, movies. You can watch everything with a click of a button without going anywhere. Amazon decentralized retailers. It decentralized that by allowing you to buy any product with a click of a button and a few searches. The phones decentralized communication. You don't have to no longer just be in person with someone to talk. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Someone from United Kingdom. Okay, hey, what's up? Decentralization. Information was decentralized with the internet. With the click of a button, every person in this world can access information instantaneously, changing how the whole world thinks. Allowing me right now to be streaming to you and sharing my opinions and information, and the Coin Vigilante watches. Did it take time? Did people not believe in it first? Yes. Did people say that this was all a fad and it wasn't going to work? Yes. People said so much shit about the internet that it wouldn't work. And the early adopters who invested in Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, internet startups during the boom, even if it was shitcoins, just like now, it's the exact same thing. If you invest in the right things right now and put your money in sound money, trade that dying fiat. So you're not buying Bitcoin. You are trading your dying fiat to a better sound money. That is what's happening. It's not like you're just going and buying a better toy. You are trading what you earn in your 9 to 5 to put into sound money that respects that 9 to 5. And right now, with the current system, the new system that's coming, the future of money is decentralizing money and being able to transfer value. We were able to transfer information with the internet. Now we will be able to transfer value, decentralized value. That is so important. That is groundbreaking. This is changing everyone. And the elite and the top 1% and the Federal Reserve and banks are shitting the bed, because this is changing everything. This is changing the whole system, the whole rigged, corrupt system that has been working against us. We have been working for the damn people that have been screwing us. Now it's time for the system to work for us. So I'm gonna leave my rant at that. Guys, less than 3 days to buy your Bitcoin and Litecoin watch. Check out the Kickstarter page. I got the link below on the YouTube. I'm going to tag the link on the Twitter. Every person who buys this watch is a person who respects time and money. There's a meaning behind this watch. You're not just going to a retailer where a retailer is just trying to make a commission or buying some. They couldn't tell you because they have hundreds of different watches. They don't know the meaning behind each of them. They're going to sell it to you. You're buying it from me. You're buying it from Coin Vigilante and our team. And you know me on Twitter. You know what I'm about. I'm passionate about Bitcoin and Litecoin. I'm passionate about freedom. I'm passionate about entrepreneurship. And so that's what we're about. And I want to thank every single backer. If you're watching, if you backed our project, thank you. Because you are joining, you're becoming part of this journey into pushing the adoption for Bitcoin and Litecoin. You will be representing Bitcoin and Litecoin everywhere you go with those watches. And there's more to come. Like I said, exclusive access to all the backers for private Coin Vigilante podcast meetups, podcasts, and all that stuff. And there's more to come. And you're going to get an inside look, and much more into newer projects that we work on. I'm telling you, the next watches that we're working on are watches that you want to stay tuned for. So, guys, check out the Kickstarter. We got proud owners. We got John Kim. We got Johnny Litecoin. We got so many people, supporting us right now. Right here, 158 backers. Let's just finish with watching the video here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and watch this video, and then call it quits. If I can, I don't know how to make it bigger. All right. There are two things in this world that are the most important, yet oftentimes they're the least appreciated. One is time, the other one's money. Well, today that changes, as I introduce the Bitcoin and Litecoin watch. For the past year and a half, I've designed a timepiece that would signify the value for time and money. A movement you can carry everywhere you go. Superior quality, an original design. Powering our watches is a VK64 Seiko Japanese movement. There's room for Bitcoin in the world of classy. 8 versions, 1 message. A watch designed to fit all. For every person who wears this watch, there is someone who becomes part of the movement toward freedom, the future of money, and the respect for time. Join the movement, where time and the future of money come together as one. All right, so there's that. Don't leave yet. Hold on. I almost forgot about this. We're going to do the giveaway. So give me 1 second. Totally forgot about this. So the last giveaway, Eduardo, this guy who retweeted our giveaway post, won. So we are going to be shipping the watch to him at some point in the next couple of weeks once we get our production batch of the Bitcoin and Litecoin watches. In the meantime, hold on, I'm trying to figure this out here. I didn't get a chance to do a spin the wheel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close my eyes or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hold on. How do I get to my Twitter? I need to get to this post. But guys, again, less than 3 days to get your watches. I forgot to tell you this. See, I forget all these things. I forget the important stuff. After this, you will not be able, after the Kickstarter ends in less than 3 days, you will not be able to order a Bitcoin or Litecoin watch until January or February. Okay? That's when it's going to be. And the price will go back up to retail price, which is $295. Right now, we got them at $220 with the Kickstarter discount, or cheaper if you buy more. So, let me share my screen. Hold on. What's going on here? 1 second. It'll be worth it at the end. Someone's going to win with a Coin Vigilante watch, all right? Just bear with me here. Okay. All right. Shall we? I don't know who quoted it. All right. I'm closing my eyes. I'm just going to scroll through it. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Wherever the thing lands, that's where it's going. Jean Light Picard. My man. He's the one. All right. Let's see. He actually, he follows me. I've seen you around posting a lot of Litecoin tweets. All right, dude. I'm pretty sure you're going to want a Litecoin watch. I'm not sure how to say your name, Jean Light Picard or Jean Light Picard. You're the winner, my man. All right, someone just got a Litecoin or Bitcoin watch. So, oh, that's hilarious. You were just seeing the screen. You weren't even seeing me closing my eyes. So, guys, we got a winner. Coin Vigilante, 3 days.